Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you clicked on this video, you most likely want to know how to make a overlay like the one you're seeing on the screen right now. We're just gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time, so just make sure you're following along and have your desired idea in mind, right? So just a quick disclaimer, this is one made by a guy I know who does professional graphics editing. I will put his link in my description, so check him out if you want this done by him. He charges very cheap, only $15 USD for this. He's an amazing worker, right? But I'm going to teach you guys how, if you want to make your own, how to make it. So there's nothing really you need. You could use a professional software like Clip Studio or Photoshop, but you don't need any of that really. You just need to go to this website right here. I'm gonna link down in the description down below. It's called Pixlr Editor. Okay, so I use this for all of my thumbnails, right? So right here are examples of my thumbnails. I do make these on my own. So if you are here for thumbnails, I'm going to put a timestamp down below. You can just go ahead and skip over to that part. And if you're here for overlays, just keep watching. Okay, so first you want to go to Pixlr Photo Editor, create new, and make sure it's Y1080p because that is for YouTube. These is obviously you're going to use this for YouTube, so yes, click this. So what I like to do first off is leave this open. So before you begin, if you know your phone, you can just go ahead into this description, or you can just go ahead into Google and search up your phone's dimensions. This is a lot harder way to do it, but if you don't have your phone with you, then yes, go and do that. But in the event that you do have your phone, it's really simple. Just go and take a screenshot of whatever favorite game you play. That makes it the easiest. I play one of my most played gachas. My favorite gacha is this one right here, Dragon Ball Legends. So whatever your favorite gacha is, just make sure you go and grab a screenshot. It really is that easy. So fit the screenshot to size in the frame, right? You just do that and it looks like it's about perfect. Just fit it to frame. If you like your screenshots or your gameplay to be on the left, then move it to the left and vice versa. So once it's in the middle here and it looks about similar box lengths on the right and the left, this is where you start to add in your designs, whatever you had in mind. So if your gacha game has a database website, this is probably the easiest way to do it. But if not, you can simply just search up renders. So for Dragon Ball Legends, for example, I'd assume most of you watching this would be Dragon Ball Legends players. So what you want to do is you're going to go ahead to the Dragon Ball Legends database website. And once you're here, have a character in mind. So I'm going to do a freestyle it, but just have a character in mind of who you want to make a thumbnail on. So for me, I want to make a thumbnail or a overlay on Janemba. So I'm going to search up Janemba. I do recommend not grabbing ultras and just grab the sparking. So I know this one has some pretty cool art. And then you see this little image symbol right here. Go ahead and click it, and now you have access to all of Janemba's assets, including his renders, all of his effects, his backgrounds, etc. Right? So I'm just gonna go and grab this right here, these two backgrounds, save it, and then once you're back onto the Pixlr website, just go ahead and click this plus box right over here, click image, and add in your image. So obviously fit it over to size. So what I'd usually do is this right here. You fit it to size so it locks in with the left there, and then you can also just duplicate this, drag it, and do the same on the other side, right? This doesn't matter too much. This is just to lay down boxes. I just like grabbing backgrounds like that, but that's just to lay down boxes, for example, right? So because I'm doing Janemba, I'm going to go ahead and search up Janemba renders. This is the easiest way to do. Make sure you're typing in renders of a character you want to do, and any of these arts that excite you, you can just go ahead and grab them. So I do like this one right here a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and click it. And obviously shout out to whoever made these. A lot of times for Dragon Ball renders, they will be from Dokkan, so shout out to them. Go ahead and right click this and save this image. And once you're back on the website, do the same thing again, hit image, and you're going to bring in your character. Now this is where you can size it to however much you'd like. So I'd like to do this, maybe have Janemba that big on one side, right? And then what you would want to do is, obviously this is blocking off the characters. So here's what I'll do next. Oh, don't forget, I didn't pay attention right here. Make sure you drag that to the top so there's nothing showing. So let's take out him, drag it to the top. Okay. So once Janemba's here, what you can do, obviously, to make this a lot easier is you can just, if you were on a website, for example, like if you were on a better like Photoshop or Clip Studio, this would be a lot easier. But for this website, just drag the opacity down here so you can still see our screenshot of the game here, like Gohan for example, and go ahead and click the scissors on the left here that brings up cutout / mask, right? And then you're gonna obviously select Janemba and then make sure it says up here remove from mask and then make it this shape. So once you do that, it would just remove everything. So easy as cake. You just go here and just pretty much try and align it with the screenshot as best as you possibly can, and just like that you're able to cut out Janemba. Now replace the opacity back to 100 and now he's on the left here. So and then now you want to grab a second render. So here I've got LR Janemba. I grabbed him as a second render. So again, just make him a lot bigger, try and make them look good together at least, right? Fit it to size right here, maybe just a bit upper, right? And then go back to the scissors and just again you want to make sure it says remove from mask and just try and line it up perfectly as best as you can with the screenshot, just like that. Okay, now obviously if you're satisfied with whatever you have right now, then that's fine, but here's another thing you can do. What I like to do for Dragon Ball Legends characters is we're gonna go to back to Super Janemba, maybe just grab a different Janemba, right? We'll grab this purple Janemba for example, right? Go here and we'll just look at what you see. He has a lot of really cool effects like this for example. These are cooler effects. So what you can do is make sure you're under the layer of the characters, hit image, add in this Janemba effect, and oops, has to be above him too so you can move it around, but you can just place these effects wherever you want. Maybe if I could do something like this and go to the cutout, make sure it's removed, remove all of this from the mask, and then you can maybe just grab an eraser, make the eraser size bigger and just erase so it's like that. Okay, maybe you can just duplicate this and then drag it over and put it onto the other Janemba. Just grab the cutout again and make sure you're removing everything, get the eraser and just kind of cut out his face, I guess. And this is just how you start adding effects. You can go here, you can get maybe some cooler background effects if you'd like, right? So you just add in these images, and I mean this is a really fucking dope background image, right? So just do this, it'll perfectly fit for us here, so that's pretty nice. And then just obviously drag this below Janemba, or oops, I'm dragging the wrong one, I believe right here, and just drag it below him, I guess, or something like that. Just he's a little too big right now, but you get what I'm saying, right? So once you have this done, this is when you can start adding in your text. So that text is all up to you, of course, but this is pretty much the easiest way to make a overlay. I don't want to complicate this any further because adding text is all up to you, however you want to do it, right? For example, right here, he adds text like that and then puts my Twitter handle right here. You can add things like border effects and whatnot. So these are some lower quality renders, sadly, but essentially that is how you are going to make a overlay very, very easily on this website. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a thumbnail for YouTube. Again, I'm gonna use a Dragon Ball Legends thumbnail, for example, or just a Dragon Ball thumbnail. Matter of fact, I'll make the thumbnail in this video right now, and then I'll just show you guys how I primarily like to make thumbnails. So first, I like to grab the fill tool on the left here and just click black or just drop it in. Just makes things a lot easier to work with, of course. And then next, you need to have a thumbnail idea in mind. Obviously, I have my idea in mind where I'm going to show you guys how to make a thumbnail and how to make overlays. So I'm going to go back to here and I'm just going to grab one of these characters that I know have cool effects in their background, and I'll just take their background, for example. So let's go to Zamasu. And let's just take this cool green background right here. So go ahead back to the website, hit image and add this background and just drag it up to size. So there we've got our background for the video. Now, what I'm doing is talking about how to make overlays and thumbnails, but I do want to have a Goku or something on the side that makes it make sense. So what I also like to do is I like to lower the opacity to make this darker, and that's why I have the black background. If not, it would look like this, but we have the black background, so it won't. So I went on to Google and searched up Goku renders, and we're gonna go grab this Goku. So one thing I see a lot of newer people on thumbnails do is they'll make the Goku as small as this and try and fit the whole image essentially onto the thumbnail. It doesn't look good because for the most part it does look sloppy when you see it on the outside, but it also you got to remember that there's a lot of people who are watching on mobile or just handheld devices, so this is minuscule to them. So what I recommend is take the Goku, make him a lot bigger, make him fit onto the screen like that, right? And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the image of a thumbnail I've made before and an overlay. So let's go ahead and do it like this. So here I have the images, the two images of a thumbnail I've liked that I've made before. I like this one, and I also got the overlay here. So what I'm going to do is kind of place them like this, and just so it looks a little better, let's put this one on top and then put Goku above both of them. So it's kind of behind him, right? And so now that we have this is the point of the video thumbnail, as I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a thumbnail and how to make a overlay, right? So obviously these two are here. Let's try and make Vegito a bit bigger, actually. Maybe let's do like that. Yeah. All right, so that looks a little better now. This is still pretty bland. So what I'm gonna do is, now that I know I have a Super Saiyan Goku here, I'm gonna go back to my website and just type in Goku. And we'll just grab any of these Super Saiyan Gokus, for example, this one. And then we'll just go in and start grabbing effects that we can put in the background. So I'm actually gonna make this a little darker. So we got our effect, let's put it up here. Make it bigger so we can see some of the scratches go through, and just put it behind everything. So I like this is pretty cool. Let's make this big. These smaller assets you'll need to zoom out for. Just kind of have this bluish background, I guess. Again, let's put that below everything here, maybe like that. And so here's a bit of our background pretty much. I might actually want to change Goku and make him a bit bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then we're gonna put these two together, merge them so that when we are moving it, it's just a lot easier to move together, right? So we just do like that, make it a little bigger so people can see it, and just put it back here. And yeah, so let's try and fill in these darker parts in the back, the blacker parts, fill them in with some more assets just so it doesn't look any empty. Let's just do like that and duplicate it and put it back here, and then let's merge them together and put them below most of the stuff. So that's how you would make a thumbnail for these type of games. For example, this is just how I like to make my thumbnails, but essentially I'm just showing you guys how you would use this website or combine it with Dragon Ball Legends database or whatever gacha game database you have. If you know of the website, then just simply do what I did, I guess, right? So if you guys found this helpful, please drop a like and subscribe. I make a lot of gacha game content. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, and thank you very much. If you have any more questions, comment down below. If you're one using Photoshop or Clip Studio, just also ask more questions because I do know how to use those softwares, okay? Anyways, peace out. I'll catch you guys in the next video.